Ifeoluwa is my name.
My name is Gladness.
It was phone conversation that led to our meeting, one-on-one for a serious relationship.
With all joy and open hands, we accepted. In fact, before we even started planning the wedding, we had already started planning it.
Every part of the wedding had their beautiful moments. Was it when we were at the registry, when we were asked to say our oaths, looking straight at the at ourselves, that was a very beautiful moment. At our traditional ceremony, when I was asked to identify who my wife is among all the ladies that came, a very beautiful moment. Just trying to pick a few of them, really. And of course, at the wedding, the church service, wow. When we were saying our vows to each other, that was one beautiful moment. At the reception, when we were dancing, couples dance, at least if I had not had that opportunity before, I scattered the floor, really. So I had so many beautiful moments. Even afterwards, I had so many beautiful moments. Seeing everybody coming around just because of us, I felt on top, really. I felt on top of the world that day, and I couldn't hide my joy.
Not at all. I was not scared because I've heard stories, I've read books, I've watched some movies, I've seen some other things. Then I was just like, when is my turn? And it's like that. Maybe I'll have to change my own too. I will change in the direction so that we can move together. Because one cannot face this way, the other one this way is like they will crash. One has to. No matter how you are feeling like I don't have to be. Like he will say, he will always tell me that I have to be firm. I'm the man, I have to be firm. And I told myself, I said, when we got married and I saw his firmness, I said, okay, when you are firm, we will be firming now, we'll follow each other. So let's firm together.
I would say a few people who I least expected did something.
When we're making our plans, we're working against not borrowing money. Because to me, I feel or I see it as borrowing money to run your wedding plans or to make sure that you follow your whatever you have written down, your budget or all those things. As soon as you get into your home after the wedding and when the marriage begins, at least for those first 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you might not be able to actually know yourselves. It's how to quickly cover up for those parts that you'll be thinking about. And maybe when the woman says one thing, you just flare up. So we were working against that one, that thing. I will always ask him, how far have you gone with your own parts? I hope you have not done this one. If you have, I had to now scare him. This is the first time I'm he's hearing this one. I had to now scare him. I told him, I said, whatever you do at my back, I will know. He was like, how? I said, try me. And God just helped me one day. He was about to do one thing. And I just called him. I called and said, hey, what are you doing? He said, actually, I'm not doing anything. I said, no, what are you doing? And I said, I was about talking to somebody. About what? So when he saw that I started digging it, that was what closed that chapter. And he didn't go back there. It was later, I was not like, God, thank you. I boasted with your name. And thank God you did not disgrace me.
Well, personally, I did not like the idea of borrowing for wedding. I've heard several stories even before I got married, and I didn't find it okay going into marriage, owing people for your wedding. Really, I didn't find it okay at all. So I made up my mind earlier, even before starting to plan my marriage or my wedding, that no, I won't do anything like that. And I was so happy that at the end of the wedding, you know, I was proud, kind of. I was, you know, confident to tell some of my friends that I didn't owe anybody a dime for my wedding.
We had sessions of prayer, fasting at different times, especially when it was very close, like 2-3 weeks. It was becoming maybe like once in every 2 days, once in every 3 days after we were fasting and we praying. Because while we dedicated a lot of time to that part, was he was staying in a very, very, very long place, very far place from here. And he would have to come down to meet his people, his family members. Between where he was staying and where his family were living was around 11-12 hours. Then from where his family is based to my own place, maybe it's another 7 hours. So putting those hours together, which is almost like a whole day, putting those hours together, we had to pray about it. And seeing Nigerian roads, how they are, we just had to, particularly the journeys, the coming and the going back of everybody, every attendance and all that. So that was not.
There was, because the truth is this, I don't think there was any or there is any perfect wedding event anywhere. And and that's the truth. Unless people don't want to come out to say the truth, there must always be one thing that happened that you're like, if I had done it this way, I would have avoided this.
Our photographer.
He
was a very big mistake.
Yeah, really.
Bringing him at all was a mistake.
And not having an option or, you know, an addition to him, you know, was the main mistake, really. And that was actually due to distance, communication, and also disappointment by the person I actually wanted to do the job of the photography there. So actually the person disappointed due to distance, and I had to go with the person that my own family took along with them to the wedding.
If I have second chance, I will go to the boutique by myself to go and look for my wedding gown.
Yeah.
My wedding gown. That you told me that is like all those old women blouse. That was what he told me. He said my wedding gown is old women blouse.
Can I bring the pictures now?
Never mind, leave the picture.
Because
but don't worry, when I have second chance, don't worry. I'm planning our anniversary.
Wow.
Our anniversary come. I will dress myself. Nobody will tell me what to do. Yes, I will do. No, I think forget. Oh yeah.
Apart from that.
Wait first.
Okay. For me, I would make sure that I select better outfits, really. In fact, something different from what I chose. As for my suit, my shirt, in fact, my outfit from head to toe, they were okay, really. But as I said, I had to rush to the market. I think it was a day or two before our wedding to pick up those items due to distance. It's not as if the money was not available. The money was available, but time to select. Then something else, the photographer. I was not okay with what happened then. So I will make sure that one does not happen again. Okay, something interesting happened in the journey when myself and my family were going to a family house in Edo State. All of a sudden, I just noticed that the shirt that I was holding close to me, though I sat near the window of the vehicle, just flew out. What kind of a thing is this? I had to motion the driver, please try and park on the express, surrounded by bushes. What happened? My shirt flew out. People were like, okay. I had to get down. In fact, it was not me that got down. Somebody else went down to help me pick it up.
Wow.
And we got going. Not knowing that another thing will happen again. What happened again?
He flew out from the window again.
I told her now. I was like, I had to wash that shit.
But what made you to remove it from your bag? That shirt was supposed to be a special shirt supposed to be in your bag.
I wanted to be looking at it now.
Looking at the shirt.
Yes, now.
From bag, you held it. Maybe somehow you noticed that was why the thing flew from your bag.
So, what happened though? I had to wash it and then dry it. I was watching it over the night. I didn't sleep well because of that shirt now. Yes, now I had to be watching it. No, this thing, nothing must steal it. Who knows whether somebody wanted to steal it?
Who want to steal your shirt?
Who knows?
Those that have not actually done their wedding before, they'll come and are you even the same size as stealing shirt?
You know, at a time like that, I didn't need to sleep too much. I had to keep a vigil.
Did you remember that even when you washed that shirt, that the thing, wind still came and flew, the shirt still flew off?
You see?
So that was how. It was not only you that now washed it all night now. Somebody now helped you to hold it at the front of the fan like this. So that the thing will dry.
It's not as if I had an alternative that I could use. My only shirt, no, I have to make sure that it is intact.
Depends on the people that are involved in the counseling units in the church. Depends on those people. Because what I say about counseling is their own personal experiences. What if their experiences were those 1666 days, those ancient times? This our time, things have changed. So you cannot compare them when you can use a half bag of rice. Maybe like the half bag with the 50 kg with the 25 kg. 25 kg can conveniently feed a good number of people. Not now. So don't tell me that you want to counsel me and be telling me that I can manage that this our present 25 kg of rice for a large crowd. At least I'm the one calling them. Then somebody will tell me that the cow head can feed 500 people. For what now? No, the sizes of cows then is different from now, and the prices. So you can't feel or you can't think that your own time and now they are the same. So counseling, I would say sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't actually help.
Counseling to me is very essential for anyone going into marriage, because marriage is a lifelong journey, except for those who don't care whether it lasts or not. But for those who, just as the Bible says that we should count the cost before, embarking on any project, maybe a building or anything, so that people will not do what? Mock you, that see this one that started the project and abandoned it really. You need people who are experienced, and not just experienced, who have what it takes to counsel. And that's the point she was trying to make, really, talking about the people involved in the counseling that really matters. Counseling has really helped our marriage, because in all of these counseling sessions that we have had, we have been able to pick up valuable lessons that we are putting into practice, even though they don't form the majority. Most of the counseling that we have had has been between the both of us, our one-on-one session, and that is what we have on a regular basis. There are times when we sit ourselves down and talk to ourselves. We bring out lessons from that we move on with. But from people outside us, we have been able to pick a few, especially early into our marriage, within the first year of our marriage. the counseling really has helped.
You pray. Be consistent in that prayer. Try to, as you pray, try to listen. You will always hear God speak to you. That's my advice.
For me, I would advise that intending couples to or should consult their families to know what they really want. Because in this part of the world, you find out that it's the families, in this part of the world really, it's the family that does most of the events. The couples just do their own thing, make sure that their own part of the preparation, whether their financial commitment or their appearances or entertainment are taken care of. But the families are the ones that actually bring in more people, because you find out that particularly those who have parents, their friends come in, even their enemies come in, and that's the truth, So my advice is that they should consult their families, let them know what they want, and of course let they themselves have their own plan that they will also communicate with their family and try to stick. Don't let the family overshoot their budget so that they won't bear the brunt after wedding, because they have their own marriage to face after the wedding day.
Patience has really helped a lot in dealing with my husband. Patience has really helped. When he was after the marriage and after the church wedding and everything, when we returned to base, if I say one thing, and the man have to be firm. Hey guy, wait now. At least a little I have known, You were not brought up in the barracks, all this military style. Wait, I say, see, no matter how strong a woman is, when you are dealing with a woman, you don't come to say you have to be firm. If you are bringing that firmness, so relax. Tune down a little bit, so that we'll do it. Patience has really helped, particularly from me to him. Patience has really helped us.
Well, of course, I've learned to be patient, even if I was not. Really, that's the truth. I was not the patient type when it had to do with relating with ladies. I wasn't really. But sure, this woman here has taught me patience. She has taught me patience. My angel, my number one. Should I bring in a rap into this?
Now add it. Guys, speak your language.
This is the one meant for me, my backbone, and that's the truth, really. My backbone, my support.
I have in studio. You will know that I have in studio. So when I see you, I touch your BS. I touch fresh love. And I see you going, and I see love written all over you. This is love.